Listen, man, we wish them the best, man. We wish that they get back together. All four of them, man.
Do we really?
Oh, yeah.
Do we really though? Do we really?
Of course, black women, bro. Let them get their bag, bro.
They're not all black.
They're not all black.
One's like Latino or like mixed.
Man, she black, man. You get me? She still gets discriminated against, bro. She goes through the same struggle. Listen. I hope they're the
But what
best.
if it's like some effed up situation though?
What? What do you mean?
I don't know.
One of them slammed up one of them, man. What?
Like, what if though?
Then I hope they can get over it, bruv. Like, you get me? Like, get past it, mature, and come on, man. There's enough bread out here for everyone to eat, man. Hopefully they can get their thing right, man. You know what I'm saying?
That's messing up the bag.
Messing up the bag, bro.
That's different.
Fucking up the bag is crazy.
Nah, brother. Can't be messing up the bag.
No, fucking up the bag is... I like that's crazy, bro.
No, not necessarily.
How?
I don't think he's going to mess up the bag if one member leaves.
No, but bro, if they're on 4, they started on 4, they're now 3 and now they're down to 2.
Company...
Producers looking like,
Yeah, that's iffy over there,
you man
bro.
are going to not be here in the next 12 to 18 months.
Yeah. I can't rely on you lot to get the bag.
You don't know if end of the day you have to remember they also have a fan base regardless. It's not like all the majority of the fans are gonna leave because of the one member. Like,
No, not the fans. It's like if you lot are saying that they've had the Spotify deals and they're same level as like free shots, like they're getting to a certain bag. There's a certain bag. Like in pod level, yeah, there's a bag, there's a couple bags, and there's the bag. And a couple pods reach that point. They might not stay there for that long, but they might reach that point, get the bag, and then they come down and then they just collect these little bags, do a couple shows, do their thing. Now, if the receipts has got to that point where they get the bag for a piece, now they're just picking up these racks. Now it's like, okay, we might go bust now because no company's going to look at us and be like, okay, cool, listen, we're going to give you lot X amount. You're not going to do X amount of shows. You lot can hold this revenue. We're going to hold this revenue. And then this is how we're going to dice it. Like, no one's going to do that anymore and do business. Their fans are going to stay there. But remember, the fans is only going to be streams on Spotify, which ain't that much, and streams on YouTube, which, again, ain't that much. For podcasting.
Why would the businesses not do it with them if there's still the receipts and it's just 2 of them?
Because they're...
What's going to stop them from going down to 1?
Yeah.
You don't know, but what I'm saying is that if they're 2 right now, what's still going to stop the business from going? They're still going to keep generating episodes.
No, it's more so to do with their history. So if they've gone from 4, then they're down to 2. They've gone from 4, now they're down to 3, then they went down to 2. It's like, okay, are you a business that's growing or are you a business that is going the opposite way? And at the moment, they're going in the opposite way.
I just think it's down to their content. If they're still getting in their viewership and they're still putting out their content, which of course they said that they're gonna, re-elaborate and all of that. Then yeah.
But I think if you make a decision based on the content now, that would be a bad decision for a business. It's all about what's gonna happen later and what your plans are for them, basically. It's like with anything. Like if you want to invest in something or you want to invest in a stock, you don't look at where's it at now. No, it's where you think it's going to be or where it's projected to be in the next few weeks, months, or years.
Do you reckon they do that with podcasts though?
100%.
Sure,
That's the way businesses work.
Because podcast is about, it's not necessarily the content, because you can make fire content and not get reach. It's about the behind the content. Do you know what I mean? So for them, and again, it's because the change is noticeable. If there was like 10 girls and 2 of them left, they're still bare girls. So it's like, it's not going to affect them that much. But now 4 girls gone to 3. So imagine 4 girls doing live shows. They could get bigger capacity, etc. Now they're down to 3. So whether we like or...
Say this though, the 4 girls, it wasn't like there was 4 girls at a time. It was just 4 girls in the very early stages. It was
cool.
really just 3 of them throughout the majority of the run. Like the 4th one, no really mentions because she wasn't there that long.
But don't you think that would change the dynamics of what people, like what your fans had been used to? The dynamics has changed.
Change it, that's what I'm saying. But it's like at the same time,
that risk you losing
also
some fans.
People, I don't feel like I'm going to see people leave them and be like, oh well, now Malena's not there no more. Why don't?
No, I'm not. I'm not saying they're gonna leave. People are gonna start listening to them because they're like losing members. I'm just saying in terms of what they're getting, as part of their podcast. So all the deals and stuff like that's going to be at risk.
No, it has to be at risk because remember, these companies, they invest in the product, and if the product comes with 3 people, but now it's down to 2 people, that's not the product anymore. So, for example, if we've gone to a business, or a business come to us and said, "Listen, we love you three. You three's dynamic on the camera is incredible. Like, you guys just bounce off each other. This is great." One of us leaves, they're gonna be like, "Right, okay, this isn't the product we invested in the first place. What's gonna happen now? Are you not gonna get another third person on, or are you not looking to go with 2? If you're not looking to go with 2, we're out because we fuck with homeboy, and you know what I'm saying. We like the dynamic. You two."
I feel like there's always going to be more. Like, there's always going to be more to be like, okay, well, we don't like the fact that there's 2, but there's always going to be more business ventures. There's always going to be more.
And that's cool, but the bag might not be the same, is the point. It might not be the same.
It could be better. You never know.
Yeah, it could be. But
Yeah, but then also it could be worse.
we have to wait and see.
Yeah, but then that's all things with business, though, isn't it? Like, it's not,
Exactly.
Essentially, like, oh, okay, well, strategically, because of this, it's more likely to be worse. I'm just going to say it could be better, it could be worse, it could be for the better.
But
or it could be in a different way, too.
I was gonna bring up, does that mean that it's like not, like we're not valuing the person that's left? Like, was that person not a big character on the podcast? Were they just kind of just there in the background? Like, were they not a massive part of the podcast?
They were.
Bro, someone will be affected negatively.
100%. There's gonna be a good amount of their fans that's gonna be like, "What if she's not on? I'm not listening." Facts.
I think that comes with it. Like, that would happen. Like, she obviously represents the Latino community. I'm pretty
Oh, she's the Latino one.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of
So that's why you're saying this.
That man made a Nigerian jollof.
That's why you're saying this, then, isn't it?
What?
If she was one of the black girls or dark skinned girls, you would have been like, yeah, no, it's not.
No, not necessarily.
Just because she's Latino, it's like, no, man, she, you know what I mean, innit? Be honest, bro.
Nah, not. I think she even bring out a more varied, like diverse fan base.
Let me Google this, bro.
I think the Latino one would bring a more diverse fan base.
The Receipts podcast. Let me see this thing. Oh, so that one left. This one, the one in the glasses.
In the middle.
In the grid.
Yeah. Hold on, this girl looks bare familiar.
That's why I say that, Kof, man. It's because she's Latino. You're thinking, nah, man, these are calm. No, it's like,
I said that's not what I'm saying. You're just telling me that's what I'm saying.
because the way it sounds is like, no, it could be right. But in my head, I'm thinking, if you're a podcast of 3 people, if one person goes, that's a massive problem.
The dynamics change, fam.
That's a massive problem, you know. If one person goes, that's a massive problem. But to then think that it might not be as bad or it'll be all right, it's like, there's got to be a reason why you think that, bro. Because, brother, 3-person podcast, one leaves, that's the dynamics completely changed.
I think Kofi might be looking at it.
4 people originally, and then he went to 3. I didn't see that as an issue because they still kept going. And it's like,
No, we're not saying they're not going to stop.
Okay, cool. This person's gone, but like, you never know. You could also have more specific brands, like maybe more black brands will be more centered towards the brand now. You never know.
Exactly.
Just be the 2 dynamics. Like, if I left, you and Johnny have a good dynamic. I'm not going to see that as like, oh, okay, well, cool. Like, another integral part of the podcast. There's no point watching it. Like, some people will be like, you know what, Johnny and Nick's dynamic is still as good. If anything, it would probably be as better. Like, because they have a very. But
why would that even be a thought in terms of it being better with one less? That's like, or being on a team. You got a football team, and it's like, all right, cool, but let's just take that player off. They're gonna play with 10 because they got it's better without my man. It's like, nah, but 11 is more. You get me? It's more the merrier, bro.
The reason why I brought it up is because you can say more the merrier, but all I'm saying is that there's obviously a reason why she's left, and she obviously wants to pursue her music career, and obviously for whatever reason she.
Oh, so there's bare context to this, fam.
So
she felt like she couldn't do that or whatever. But what I'm saying is that naturally you're gonna have that. You're gonna have the musicians. You're gonna have the groups. You're gonna have that all sorts of like groups itself, or whatever business it is. Like, it does happen, and sometimes it's for the better. Maybe that person individually, they're going through whatever they're going through, and only they would know what's best for them, really and truly. And if it comes down to a point where it's like maybe they feel like they're holding themselves back for whatever reason, isn't it? But that naturally happens regardless.
I hear. Listen, I hear that because everyone you have to make. It's only you that can make like decisions for yourself, innit?
But I do
But
disagree.
there's gonna be.
I do disagree with you always know the best for yourself. I disagree with that. Because not
There's
So
hindsight.
you're
innit?
saying somebody else will know better for you.
There's hindsight.
there's some people that have walked through doors and been through things that you've already been through,
That you haven't been through yet.
and has also walked through things that you haven't been through yet. So it's kind of like if they've taken the steps that you've taken and they're about to take the steps, no, they've already taken the steps you are about to take as well. They can advise you better. So and you won't be able to make the best decision for yourself without education. So if you're uneducated about where you want to go, how can you make the best decision for yourself? So like there's those things. I understand if you're in a certain situation, you feel like you got to do what you got to do. Yes, but in certain scenarios, without the knowledge, you can't make the decision because you don't have the knowledge. So someone else might have to advise you to go in a certain route.
What is this relating to the receipt situation?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Well, give me an example. How do you mean?
Would you example of what?
You said somebody else knows better than for you. So I was like, give me an example. What do you mean?
So
He was
like
I asked you if this is for the receipt. He was like, yeah.
yeah, so it's to do with the receipts, but it's obviously in general, innit? So if you are someone that wants to do something in life, for example, pursue a certain career or career path, and you started at a place where someone else who's got 10, 15, 20 years of experience in that career path that you want to pursue, if, for example, to relate it back to this receipts female, if she wants to pursue her music career, and she's thinking, oh, I need to leave the pod to pursue my music career, someone else that's probably more successful in that music career that she wants to pursue could sit there and be like, yo, wait a minute. I had to hustle to get my name out there and
You got a platform.
and thinking, you got a platform that's been doing very, very well. You need to stay in people's eyesight and eyeline in a consistent basis. So think about it. The more people that watch your podcast, the more people that know about you. Therefore, the more people that's going to channel yourself into your music. So you need to utilize that leverage and utilize the position you're in. Because when I was your age, I never had that. I had to go through this route and I had to try to do this and I had to put my name out and I had to go do a mad. You're fine where you're at. Trust me. Continue doing what you're doing and then just pursue it like this way. Now, if she had someone to tell her that, she might make a different decision. But if she feels like, oh, she knows best, then cool, do your thing. And try and do your thing now without, I don't know, 50,000 followers on the Instagram.
So, all right, let me bring this scenario up, yeah? Specifically to the receipts. So, firstly, there was additional context that obviously could have been added at the beginning, where it's cool, she's left, she wants to focus on the music career. Cool. 100%. Chase your dreams. Do what you need to do. Now, is there a way back? In a sense where, cool, you go off. However you leave your co-hosts, you've left them. You can left them in a good way, where it's like, listen, this is what I have to do. Do it all sincerely. Give them parting gifts, whatever. Or you can just done it, however, cut off. I'm gone. I don't need this no more. I know what's best for me. Chase your music career for long. Start hustling. That doesn't get you nowhere. But in the background, cool, your co-host is like, cool, listen, we're gonna have to pivot. We're gonna have to start doing whatever we do. Start finding new success. Start climbing new levels of success. Yeah, the podcast starts going from strength to strength to strength to strength. Is there a way back for you, the one that left, to join back with the podcast? If your lane didn't bust,
no chance. No, in my opinion, no chance. Kofi, what do you think?
Nah, I don't even think that person would even want to do that.
no, they might not want to for different reasons. But
if that was the case,
they're like, listen, like,
once you make your decision, you just gotta go with it.
yeah, exactly. But did what I explained make sense? Kofi?
Yeah.
Did what I say make sense?
I get it. I get your angle from that. I just think it's like it depends on how you see it. I get your your version of it too. I definitely do. But I was just feel like, yeah, it's true. Like, you also just can never know what is best for another person, if that's what they truly believe or how they see fit, because we don't know what's going on in their personal life as well, innit? It could be many other active factors apart from her career as well, innit? Like, again, the real truth is we don't know, because she hasn't said anything yet, innit? So, again, these are just all contribution factors that we still will never know exactly. We're probably with that person for like maybe 2-3 hours in a day, whereas that person's going through 24 hours in their life, going through all the thoughts that's in their head, facing what they're going through. So you can never really know, innit? That's why I don't really say I know what's best for another person, even if this person's saying, I'm like, look, whatever decision they're making, they probably thought it out way more than we have. So if that's the decision they feel like that's for them, then that's what it is, isn't it?
Do you think someone that that allows life to consume them the way that it may have consumed her, where she feels like she has to make a decision? So I wouldn't call it drastic, but it's a big decision to leave something that you've contributed towards for a long period of time, for years. It's put money in her pocket, it's put food on her table, probably paid for a new flat or whatever. Like, it's done bits for her. To leave something as big as that out of her life, based on her feeling as if she needed to make that decision for whatever reason, what she's going through. Do you think that person is the best person to make that type of decision for themselves? Like, do you think they're in the right state to make that type of decision?
I think, honestly, bro, that answer is subjected to whoever is hearing this information, because my answer is going to be different to your answer, because I would deal with something way different to the way you would deal with it. So I don't think there is one linear way to be like, oh, well, you've had X amount on the table, I'm leaving it. Because there's probably a lot more people that's left so many other things and opportunities for way more than just this. So I just personally think it's linear. Like, me personally, if that's what you feel like is at risk, they clearly obviously put that in their thoughts and considered that. They wouldn't just make that decision out of the blue. They would obviously take their time to think about it.
No, I know, but I'm asking, do you trust them in taking their time? Like, even if they took 10 years to think about it, like, are they even in the right state to even make that decision? They can think about it and plan it for as long as they want. But do you even think them planning it was even the right thing to do in the first place?
Would you? A decision, bro.
Would you still trust it? So you'll trust it then?
I'll trust it if that's what they feel like, if that's what they need, and they thought about it, then yeah. Okay. It's not like it's if they just want an impulse or drastic action.
Okay.
To be honest, at the end of the day, you always have to look at the core and at the root. So there's always going to be reasons why people are going to do certain things. In this case, I'm not saying too much now, because it's clear that there's bare context that we don't know in it. So it's going to be hard to make to comment on it. But someone could have given her two options, right? You got option A, continue doing your podcast. Option B, which is giving you this, and this. Option B, continue. You can pursue your music career. Now you kind of like, different people will try balance it if they can. Other people maybe decline the music option and say, "Nah, listen, I've put in the podcast, it's got me to this level." Other people might say, "You know what? Never had the chance, opportunity given to like chase my music career. I'm gonna have to take this chance. I never know it's gonna come again." Cool. It's gonna be a personal decision, but you also then need to. This is where that hard thought needs to go into it. Be ready for the effects of your decision. So what happens afterwards, right? It gets a lot trickier when other people are involved. So when you started something with someone else or other people, and you sort of, because it's, no matter how you look at it, it's gonna come across as you're bailing on them. Whether you left to chase your dreams, whatever in it, that's how it's gonna come across. But it's hard to comment until you see the end result. If a music career busts, then everyone can sit around and say, "All right, look, she made the right decision." If it doesn't, then people can come say, "All right, look, she didn't make the right decision." But yeah, it's a tricky one. In this situation, it's a tricky one. I don't know if there's a right or wrong way to handle it, But I do agree that if there is someone that's walked down that road before, you need to base your decision on their experience. Whether you take it or not, it has to be based on the experience. You understanding the risks that's included in whatever decision you're going to make. So, because at the end of the day, well, imagine she says, "Nah, I'm going to stay with the podcast." The podcast starts folding. She's like, "Raw, I stayed with this, and I could have chased my music career." So it's just endless possibilities that could happen. So it's a tricky one still. It's a tricky one.
It's a sticky one still.
But
That's me, man. That's me. I just wanted to obviously put that topic out there. Had thoughts on it as well. Just wanted to put it to the table.
Alright, man.
Yeah, man.
Hold it down, man. Get well soon, man. You get me right.
Thank you.
You need to go do some herbal remedies and that, bruv. Patting up your immune system,
Yeah,
fam.
do some press ups.
Too many sick days, bruv. You need to wrap up warm, bruv.
Put
Jacket.
some socks on, bruv.
Stop walking from the gym with shorts, bruv, in this weather, fam.
Yeah, and invest.
You
Stop leaving the gym sweating.
You ain't got the legs for it, fam.
Stop leaving the gym sweating, cuz.
I'm joking.
Alright, bro. Hold it down. I know. Oh.
But yeah, that was an interesting topic that Kofi brought up.
That was
Obviously,
so funny.
I don't know if you guys heard about the Receipts podcast situation.
Yeah.
We're getting it live as we're reacting.
Live,
so
I don't even know. You
you
get
know what
me.
I
I don't
mean?
even know them gal exist, but
they weren't even gonna it's gonna be additional context that's gonna be out there. Yeah, if anything we missed out on, let us know. But again, good luck to them. Good luck to whoever whatever
Trust
they
me,
decide
man.
to do.
trust me.
Podcasting ain't easy, man. Do you know what I mean? It's not
easy.
It's not for everyone.
It's not for
bro.
everyone. You
For the
get
people
me?
that you see that they're enjoying it, they're on the level, bro. They might not be happy deep down. It's not for everyone. So
Big facts. You never know what anyone's going through. Like real spill. You probably been watching them thinking, yo, everything's perfect. Nah, gee, like they're going through shit, bro. Shit, real.
hey, listen, there's been episodes that I'm sitting here, you're smiling, bro. A madness has just happened yesterday, you know. I'm
Yeah.
talking about a madness, but it's not like I'm pretending. I'm here because it's at least distracting me from that madness.
from
Or
that-
do you know what I
from
mean?
the reality sometimes.
It's giving me like that release. Pause.
Bun up. It's giving you the release. What, a room full of niggas? Nah.
No, but that's what I was saying. Like it depends what the root cause is. Why did you start a podcast?
Yeah,
Was it to make peace? Was it to spread a certain message?
that's the
Was
difference.
it to connect with people?
Because you'll never leave it if
That root cause should never change.
yeah,
In my opinion.
because it's like it renews every day.
Yeah, and
So,
everything
like-
else is a bonus.
So exactly. So like, if you go out and you're like, you know what, I just want to teach people something, bro. That means you're never stopping, bro. You can't stop because you never stop learning and you never stop teaching.
And
Facts.
the people that are able to be, I think, really successful, Ronaldo, Messi, they would play football for free.
Yeah, 100.
They don't. That's why 6 Ballon d'Ors